All right, what's up, my peeps? Joshua Smithy with another weekly episode of Leveling Up. Every single week, I come at you live here in GSD Studios. Well, I guess it's not live. It's live for me speaking right now into the camera. Not live for you watching this. But anyway, every single week we talk about different aspects of that I've learned to level up in life, different challenges, different things I've had to overcome, different things that I'm either had to overcome or currently trying to overcome, challenges, whatever, so we can go out there and continue leveling up in our lives, our businesses, to create that epic life that we all know that we want and deserve. So real quick, I know I've been plugging this a lot lately, but I want to make sure that you guys jump into the new private GSD Mode Facebook group. This is a private group that we created just for GSD Mode listeners. So number one, you can make sure that you don't miss out on any content. There are certain guests that we bring on when we give you the opportunity to submit questions that you would like us to ask the guests. I've got my health and fitness mentors in there. So every single week we do a weekly episode there where you guys can ask them any health, fitness, overall energy management, biohacking questions that we allow you guys to submit your questions there. And also gives you the ability to go out there and network with like-minded people who are leveling up. Dude, as you're leveling up, and I'm sure that those of you that are watching the show, if you're committing the time and energy to watching a show like this, that means that you're serious about leveling up in life. And a lot of you can probably relate with this. As you level up, it becomes a lonely fucking world out there. You know, right? Like very few people, and my guess, maybe 3% of the human population is actually out there interested in leveling up. And this is actually going to segue right into the what I want to talk to you guys about today. But you've got to be willing to put yourself in environments, Facebook groups, environments, whether that's hanging out with certain people, to allow yourself to level up. Like I know through the years of leveling up myself, it got to a point where, okay, my initial group of friends, as they started leveling up, every time I'd hang out with them, man, all they want to talk about was the game. Or all they want to talk about is, oh, hey, man, did you see so-and-so last night get so wasted, whatever it may be. Yeah, and that shit might have been fun in college or whatever, but as I got serious of leveling up, I'm like, I don't really want to partake in these conversations. I don't want to talk about the game. I don't want to talk about gossip. I want to go talk about how do we go out there and create some epic shit. And very few people have that right mindset or that same mindset. I don't know if it's right or wrong or whatever. There's no judgment here, but I know that's right for me. So then it became painful. Like literally, I was getting depressed. It was painful for me to go around and spend time with those old friends or people in my world that weren't leveling up as I was leveling up. So it becomes a lonely place. So it's so critical to make sure that you're jumping in masterminds like this. It's a free group, you guys, so you can go out there and like I said, just mastermind with like-minded people. But the title, or I guess the episode I want to hit on today, you guys, is about your environments. And the importance of always making sure that you're adapting, not you adapting to your environment, making sure your environment is adapting to you. There's a lot of people that say, oh, you gotta learn to adapt to your environment. You gotta be willing to be a product of your environment, if you will. I look at this like, and I know this might sound kind of odd or a different way of thinking, but I look at it as, dude, I'm here to create my own environment. Like I'm gonna make my environment adapt to me. I'm not gonna be a product of my environment. My environment's gonna be a product of me in the way that I choose it to be, because I want to go out there and continue leveling up. So your current stat is the average human mind hears and sees 25,000 negative things every single day and only 2,000 positive. Well, I don't want to be average and go out there and hear 12 times the amount of negativity that I do positivity. So I'm very hardcore about controlling every aspect of my environment. I got this little tight bubble that I reside in, right? And so little things, and people might think I'm crazy, dude, but I have no idea what's going on with the president election. I haven't watched one debate. I don't give a shit, right? That has nothing to do with me and what I'm trying to create in my world. I eliminate TV, I eliminate radio, I eliminate negative people, I eliminate all of that stuff so I can then create my own environment that allows me to flourish, so that I am hearing constant positivity, the right things, the right information that I'm feeding into my mind, surrounding myself with the right people to always operate at my best self. So the other part, though, I want to talk to you about this, and this is stuff that we've all talked about before in past episodes, where I'm talking about right now, creating your environment for success to go out there and win. If you were inside my studio, you would notice that where I kind of get my shit done, right, was actually where we do our podcast. Man, I've got it set up to win, dude. I've got my vision boards, I've got my outcomes, I've got my favorite quotes all over the place. So it's a very positive environment. However, there are times where like I can't handle that environment anymore. Right? Like we just got to learn to kind of listen to our minds, listen to our bodies. I mean, there's times where like I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of being in this room. I've been in here for 6 hours. It's not that I need a break from my work, or what I'm trying to build. I just might need a break from that damn room, that computer, that desk. So I'll grab up my laptop. I'll go, because I'm always being cognizant of what I need, what my brain needs, what I need to go out there and operate at my best self. So there's days maybe in here like our team's doing a big call session. It's kind of noisy, and like I hate noise. Like I like to I can have noise as far as like blaring Eminem or blaring music or whatever, but like noise as far as like other people talking and stuff, it bugs the hell out of me. It's distracting as hell when I'm working. So I might then grab my laptop, go across the street to Starbucks, throw in my earbuds, throw on some music, and that's where I need to jam. Or maybe I need to go work from home for the next few hours. And I mean, there's times in a day, you guys, where I literally, maybe it's just me and my crazy ADD, where I need to work in 3 or 4 different environments in a day, right? I still get the work done. But I used to sit there and be like, oh, dude, I'm just so sick of this work. I just need a break. I didn't need a break from the work. I love the work, right? Sometimes I just needed a break from that damn chair, right? So just be cognizant of your environment. It's so critical. We got to make sure that we're flourishing and doing things in the right environment. Like, for example, when I first wake up in the morning, I work from home. Right? I start my first couple hours at my house, working on my kitchen island, drinking my coffee. That's what I enjoy to do. That's where I work at my best. It's really quiet. That's what I like. Then I go hit the gym. Then I come into the office for several hours, grind out what I need to do here. And then, like I said, sometimes then I grab my laptop. Then I'll go to Starbucks, work for a couple hours, because that's where I work better at that time of day. Then I might come back to the office and then end my day working at home again in that same environment. So just be cognizant of that. Be cognizant of the people in your environment, what you're allowing in your environment, what you're listening to, and also listen to your own internal self, dude. Because a lot of times I think we trick our minds thinking, again, that we need a break. Sometimes you just need to change your spot, change your seat, man. That's all it is, right? So just be cognizant of that, you guys. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this Leveling Up episode. Make sure you're paying attention to your environment. It's so ungodly critical. This is all daily work. I was on a podcast this morning, and I'm going to go longer on this podcast because I did this episode because I just thought about this. But I was on a podcast this morning. There's guys like, holy crap! Like, our listeners might be somewhat stressed out by everything that you're saying that you're doing, and I'm like. So I wanted to set the context of this. I'm like, everybody has to understand, I've been at this for 12 years, right? It's just these tiny, daily, little processes every single day. You're not a rock star in a year, 5 years, right? It's just these small, tiny, right decisions, growing every single day, getting a little bit, tiny bit better every single day. That all of a sudden, a decade later, people are like, holy shit, they think you're a freak. Right? So it's all that daily work. The only way you're going to win the year, win the decade, win your life, right, is to go out there and win enough months. To win enough months, you got to win enough weeks. To win enough weeks, you got to win enough days. It all is about winning the day. So every single day, I'm awake. Like, you can never go hit your dreams if you are not awake. If you are sleepwalking, like everybody else out there, very few people, most people's eyes are like glued the hell shut. They're not awake, they're not open. Yeah, they're walking through life, but they're not really paying attention. So I want to pay attention to every moment of every day, making sure that I'm operating at my best self. Whatever I need to do and wherever I need to go to make that happen, I'm going to make that happen. I pay attention to, hey, I just ate this food. How did it make me feel? Right? Is it making me more sluggish? Well, shit, if it's making me more sluggish, as much as I might love that food, I need to eliminate it. Like, for me, like, I love beer, dude. I love the taste of beer, right? But I can't drink a lot of it, right? Because I know it makes me sluggish. It creates brain fog. I'm not as good at it. So maybe once every couple weeks or whatever, if we're just kind of having a day off, my wife and I want to go out and have a few cocktails, that's fine. But I know if I'm going to operate at my best self every single day here in the studio and my businesses, I can't do it. I can't partake, right? It doesn't give me, as much as I love the taste of it and love a good IPA or a good wheat beer or whatever, it doesn't allow me to operate at my best self. The only reason, though, I'm able to really understand that, though, is I'm always paying attention, right? Okay, hey, I did this. This is this. I inputted this, whatever it may be. This is how it made me feel. And I do that with the people that I hang out with, my environments. It's not just food, right? Our output can't exceed our input. Like, we have to always be cognizant of this stuff and creating our environments in every single aspect to go out there and win. So anyway, you guys, I'll shut up now because, as you know, I'll keep rambling for hours. Thank you so much for watching this. If you guys are enjoying the show, make sure to share it. We really want to grow this show. We're trying to double down, triple down on our content content creation for you guys to add more value to you. So how you help us back is by just sharing the show. So hopefully to see you inside the Facebook group. Share the show. Peace out and keep kicking ass.